Well, tonight the world on the edge of its seat as two presidents shake hands in their first summit.
And while President Trump announces U.S.-Russia relations are improving, other U.S. leaders call the summit disastrous and even treasonous.
Tonight the president returned to the United States following a whirlwind European trip that culminated with his summit today with Russian leader Vladimir Putin.
CBS's Mola Lenghi reports from the White House.
President Trump wrapped up a 6-day visit to Europe with a stop in Finland on Monday, where he met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The summit began with the two leaders talking behind closed doors for more than 2 hours, joined only by their translators.
Getting along with Russia is a good thing, not a bad thing.
Later, at a joint news conference, Mr. Trump was asked about Russia's alleged meddling in the 2016 election.
I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
Putin did admit that he was pulling for Mr. Trump to win.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because he talked about bringing the U.S.-Russia relationship back to normal.
The president also condemned the investigation led by special counsel Robert Mueller, saying it was bad for the country and an obstacle to better relations with Moscow. Here in Washington, the response to those statements was nearly unanimously critical, with many Republicans leading the way in condemning them. Senator John McCain called it one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president in memory. Senator Lindsey Graham said Putin would view it as a sign of weakness. House Speaker Paul Ryan said the president must appreciate that Russia is not our ally. And Newt Gingrich called it the most serious mistake of his presidency. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer expressed dismay.
A single ominous question now hangs over the White House. What could possibly cause President Trump to put the interests of Russia over those of the United States?
Schumer wants to summon the president's national security team to Capitol Hill to explain the administration's stance towards Russia. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, the White House.
In a tweet sent after that summit, President Trump wrote that when it comes to Russia, in order to build a brighter future, we cannot exclusively focus on the past.